Draft League is a format that normally has some of the strongest Pokemon go head to head. Things like Great Tusk, Iron Valiant, and Darkrai. But what if we removed all of them? Welcome to LTM, where the strongest Pokemon is considered low tier, with the new kings being Crocodile, Gengar, and Azelf. What's going on, fellows? It's your boy DyeItTight. Make sure to like and subscribe to follow along our season, and make sure to click that join button to help out support the channel. With a total of 16 coaches, we find ourselves at the 6th overall pick, meaning we get a top-end pick. The max non-Terra Pokemon being like Azelf, Gengar, Iron Jugulis, Crocodile, Lycanroc Dusk, or Terrakion. My thought going into this is I wanted the best non-Terra captain for my first overall pick, hoping to get a faster Pokemon. I think there are a lot of good Terra captains, so I wanted to get a very strong non-Terra Pokemon first. With everything in the top tier except one getting taken, we were left the best Pokemon left on the board, being none other than our mascot, Lycanroc Dusk, our logo pick. Lycanroc Dusk is base 110 speed, which is very good in this low tier format. And with Tough Claws, Lycanroc Dusk is base 110, which is very good in this low tier format. And with Tough Claws, it hits so hard on the physical side. It also gets rocks for hazard support and things like Endeavor and Excel Rock for utility attacks that help out the team. Back up, I was looking for something just as strong on the special side, and something that seemed like an amazing pick was Terra Volcanion. This thing is a beast. It can throw off choice specs Terra Water Steam Eruptions, or even surprise people with its base 110 attack. Volcanion is poised to be our kill leader this season. Next, I needed some hazards, around a base 100 speed tier, and a ground type, so the natural pick was Sandy Shocks, a Pokemon I'm honestly not the biggest fan of, but I wanted to give a chance. With some Volt Switch momentum, Sandy Shocks can bring in Volcanion to keep clicking strong attacks. Alright, so now our team is very ground weak, and with Terra Captains, anything can utilize ground moves. So I went with Shaman. Not only does this patch the ground weakness, but it gives me Healing Wish, again allowing Volcanion to stay in the spotlight. With my fastest Pokemon being base 110 speed, it is pretty solid in this meta, but not the best. And instead of spending points to get a really fast but not very good Pokemon, I decided to get a Pokemon to slow down the other team's Pokemon with Araquanid. Having webs helps support Lycanroc Dusk and Volcanion. It also gives me a water type to take the pressure off Volcanion and gives me another ground resist to help Shaman. The team is looking good to start. All that is needed is some Pokemon that help with some niches. I went with Hitmontop here to help with two important roles, Intimidate and Rapid Spin. Hitmontop becomes a nice role player on the team that can support the top Pokemon when needed. There are not many good steel types, so I could use some sort of ways to help deal with dragons. Also, I could use a fighting resist on the team, so I'm getting Mimikyu, another Pokemon who I do not think is very good, but I want to give it a fair shot to. This Pokemon is so much more than its sad base 90 attack. It has a bunch of support moves to help, like Will-O-Wisp, Curse, Pain Split, and Destiny Bond. Up next, I was looking for another defensive piece for the team, and Weezing is just that. A Fairy Resist helps as well with the lack of a Steel type, and Toxic Spike support is nice, and its ability to haze means I just have another way of stopping setup Pokemon. Second to last pick, I took Umbreon. My mindset was I needed a Ghost and Psychic Resist since I currently have none. I also loved the idea of Wish passing on this team. Being able to get back into Volcanion or one of my defensive pieces is a perk to help keep my team around longer, and in low tier, that can be a difference maker. And finally, with our last pick, I went with something fun, Terra Noctowl. This Pokemon isn't doing much, but it has some potential to cook up some crazy damage. So that's our team for this season of LTM. How do you think we did? Who do you think is going to be the kill leader? Make sure to comment down below, and make sure to like and subscribe to follow along our season. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.